besides going to work. He was always singing at churches, funerals, baby showers, or weddings. Nonetheless, Barthel would wait up all night until she heard his key turn the lock on the front door. On February 14th, 2018, while many South Floridians tried to understand the heinous Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School Valentine's Day massacre, Barthel and Ora Austin, Biglow's mother, ended up facing a tragedy of their own. Biglow was killed. Biglow was found dead at 2 a.m. the next morning. His death, a whisper in the wind, the family's tears overshadowed by Marjorie Stoneman Douglas's national attention. Biglow lived to sing. He had a voice that would perk up the ears of anyone listening. Then the senses would start tingling, forming goosebumps. He didn't have a choice, said Austin, Biglow's mother, who also shared his talent of singing. When I was pregnant with him, that's all I used to do. Biglow attended the Performing and Visual Arts Center at Miami Northwestern Senior High School. He made albums with the gospel groups Musical Affirmations of Christ and Dwight Moment in Symphony. Biglow was the minister of music at Fresh Oil Family Worship Center in Miami Gardens. When Biglow told his grandmother that he'd be going to the neighborhood store with a friend that night, Barthel kept cooking, and then she set her grandson's food aside. Barthel preoccupied her time watching back-to-back episodes of The Golden Girls. The food got cold. Night turned into early morning. Still not one jingle from Biglow's key. She stood up from in front of the TV in her bedroom when the last episode of The Golden Girls went off. That's when she saw the red and blue flashing lights outside. I went to the door and saw the police putting up yellow tape near the house, said Barthel, but before she could get back into her bedroom, there was a knock at the door. It was her grandson's friend, Jackson. Did Thaddeus make it home? He asked. When Jackson and Biglow were walking back home from buying drinks from the Ocean gas station at 2210 Northwest 183rd Street, they were approached by two individuals. One was carrying a gun. The friends started running and parted ways. Jackson fled north to his home near Norland Senior High School, and Biglow ran west to Northwest 179th Street and 24th Avenue. This guy was shooting at me, Jackson told Barthel. I thought Thaddeus would have made it home by now. Biglow never made it home. He was 3 doors away from his own when he collapsed from one bullet wound to the back. Blood stained the street, a yellow tarp raised stiff over her lifeless body. Barthel called her daughter Austin, but no words would form from her lips. Barthel just wept. Where is my child? Please tell me you found my child, said Austin. Austin was on her way to her mother's from Hallandale Beach. She prayed on the way there at first, not knowing that her son was already dead. She told her husband to drive around the neighborhood. Maybe he is somewhere hiding and afraid. When Austin arrived behind the yellow tape that early morning on February 15th, she wanted to see her only son. She wanted to hear him sing. All Austin heard was her own screams as she fought to get beyond the yellow tape. Austin has asked witnesses to come forward in his case. Miami Gardens detective Sean Horn said Biglow's case is not unlike the majority of cases that the police department receives. We know who did it, but it's about proving and getting someone to corroborate what we know, said Horn. Miami Gardens police released surveillance images showing close-ups of a young black man about 5'10" to 5'8" to 5'10" and 150 pounds. He is seen in images taken at the same gas station wearing a black hoodie, kind of like a half zip up and his hood is up, black pants and black shoes. The suspect is currently behind bars facing time for another murder, according to Warren. However, due to the lack of credible witnesses in Biglow's cases, the suspect has not been charged with this crime.